FEMA is issuing a dire warning saying that there are fake FEMA inspectors out there and you have got to watch out. So first, I want to give you a quick update out of Uvalde today, and I actually have today with me Weather Chief Bill Taylor, because you are going to need to watch out one more time. All right, Bill, go for it.
Hello. Yeah, so we've got a flood watch, Sarah, extended through tomorrow morning. So originally this was up until 9 p.m. But now some indications are we could get a little bit more rain overnight, and we could get enough in some areas that can't take another drop.
Who needs to watch out? Like get out of the way, low-lying areas?
I would say low-lying areas along the Frio from, again, Concan, but don't forget now also down to areas south as you're going towards Pearsall, because the Frio is going to run all the way to Frio County. And so all those spots are going to see, hopefully, moderate flooding, because as it's moving south, the water's dropping, the levels are dropping nicely for us. And so, because we've had now several hours that have been dry, but overnight it's about a 30% chance of additional rain. So flash flood watch for this whole region from San Antonio west through the hill country till tomorrow morning.
So even Kerr County?
Yeah, Kerr County, Frio County, all the way, Uvalde, Real, all those spots impacted today.
Okay.
So when we finally start drying out, no chance of rain Tuesday afternoon and for the rest of the week.
Okay. Bill, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
All right, folks. So I'm going to be telling you a little bit, about Uvalde, what we saw earlier today, but also we did get a new update from Kerr County regarding recovery efforts. So I'll talk about that in just a bit too. But apparently people near the Frio River today are being asked to, as you just heard Bill here say, get to higher ground. One of our coworkers, Roma Villavicencio, happened to be in the Concan area over the weekend for a family reunion. And then this happened. So she got some of this video. I'm going to show it to you. This is it right here. And she sent it in to us. Thankfully, she's okay. Other people are okay. But I mean, some people in camping in Concan were stranded by the river. And as you could see, there's some flooding in the area. The National Weather Service warned that parts of the river are expected to reach over 18 feet in parts of it. TxDOT said several roads are closed right now. People have dealt already with extensive flooding in some of the areas, forcing evacuations in parts of Uvalde and Real counties as well. Now, one of the locals who spoke to one of our reporters who's on the ground today said that at some point, actually, by the banks of the river on his property, the water was chest deep. And he said around 2 this morning, the Real County Sheriff's Office began calling the RVs and the camps and telling them to evacuate and get to a safer place. As you know, today is the 11th day in the search and recovery efforts in Kerr County from the July 4th flood. And we did get an update earlier from state officials. Now, some of the recovery efforts were halted for a little bit because of the rain that was coming down. But as soon as the sunshine came out, they were right back at it. They can't waste any time. So they're working around the clock, those first responders. But in the latest update, we learned from state officials that 131 people were killed in the flooding across Texas. And as of tonight, 97 people are still missing just along the Guadalupe River in Kerr County. As for FEMA, so this is what they said today, that there are fake FEMA inspectors out there, people who are actually dressed as FEMA inspectors. Not only are they calling flood victims, but they're also going door to door posing as FEMA inspectors, getting names, social security numbers, all sorts of confidential information, then using that and applying for assistance. Obviously, it's fraudulent. So now FEMA is saying, look, if you have any sort of suspicions, by the way, just please, it's better. I know you're dealing with so much. It's stressful. You've lost so much, and this is why they're taking advantage of you, because it's such a vulnerable time. You're dealing with a lot. But just take a moment. If your gut says something is wrong, call FEMA, call them, their recovery centers in Kerrville, and ask authorities, just make sure that these are really the real people. Do not give any information if you're suspicious. So if you already fell victim to this, they're asking that you call or contact FEMA and let them know, so then that way they can stop the fraudulent applications as soon as possible. So as you know, there's still a lot going on, folks. There's also stuff that I wanted to share with you regarding the help that's available, but I know it's a really long video already, so maybe I'll make a separate video with some of the help that's now available and some of the groups that people are starting to help each other out. We're seeing that as well, and I'd like to share some of that with you. So if you have helpful information that you think will be helpful to flood victims or the public, please let me know, and I would love to hear about it. All right, that's a look at some of your headlines on this Monday, July 14th. Be sure to follow me on here. I'm Forgany, and I'll be bringing you the latest updates as always. Thank you.